Everyone has their own perceptions in terms of agriculture being at its limit, and that's not the case at all. There's so much that we can do, so much land that could be better utilized, crops that can actually restore soil health and put carbon back in the soil where it belongs, while we bring net additive productivity from the soil that we have on the earth. It starts with understanding how much land is underutilized, how we can customize crops that can actually be grown on that underutilized land, while preserving all of our resources we currently have for food production and bringing that net additional crop into the ecosystems that we have.
In North America and Europe, there's 170 million hectares of land that could be used in a much more productive way with all the benefits of cover crops. Soil needs living roots to continue to live. You don't have a living root in soil, soil starts to degrade and it starts to compact. So as we work to help farms become more resilient, giving them more options to manage through these changing climates that they're growing crops in, there seems to be more severity in highs and lows. Our R&D investments, our focus is really around rotational crops that help growers with that diversity as they build resiliency on their farms.
New seed Carinata has the ability not only to sequester carbon and regenerate soil, but increase a lot of other benefits on that farm acre as well. Carinata, it improves soil conditions and improves the consistency of your next crop. It's being grown at a time when that field was probably fallowed or had nothing growing in it. We have a benefit there where we're increasing the amount of crop competition that's present in that off season. So you're reducing the amount of weed species that are growing in that field, that are competing for water and are competing for nutrients. You're replacing that with a crop that you're taking off and getting a return from at the farm level and at many other levels. Carinata has a fantastic root system with it, so it has a root to shoot ratio somewhere in that 7-to-1 range, 8-to-1 range, depending on where you're growing it. We're putting a lot of biomass, a lot of organic matter back underneath that ground to be broken down. You're sequestering carbon, you're increasing organic matter, you're increasing material there to be mineralized and be made available to future crops. And one of the big things that we see is infiltration of water. You have a robust canopy of Carinata up above the ground that's absorbing a lot of solar energy. It's reducing evaporation out of the soil itself. And then that taproot allows water to move down into that soil column a little bit deeper so that it's protected from some of that evaporation. 1 square meter of a Carinata field has 1,000 meters of root system in it. So that's all space that water can move into, pores that water can fill and can be protected and be available for that next crop.